It's Connie Erickson with another Live at 5. And my friend and colleague Claire Horner gave me this idea. She posted a couple weeks back on her Facebook page, always look for the love. She said, the more we train our eyes, ears, and spirit to recognize loving ways, behaviors, and intentions, the more we will see them. She used the analogy, ever want an Audi S7, then start seeing them everywhere? Yep, just like that. Now, I'm not really a car person, but I can still attest to that analogy. This past year, I bought a bright orange used Nissan Rogue, and I'll tell you, I've never seen so many orange cars on the road. They're everywhere. Once I bought one, I see them everywhere now. So I think Lemony Snicket, the author of the series of unfortunate events, said it best. He said, miracles are like pimples, because once you start looking for them, you'll find more than you ever dreamed you'd see. You could easily substitute love or Audis or orange cars for that matter. We tend to see exactly what we're thinking of. So, if you're thinking your partner's a selfish shithead, you're pretty sure that you can find plenty evidence to support that. Think about it. Remember when you first met, fell in love? All you could see was their wonderful qualities. I was just laughing about this with a client this morning. He's so calm and centered. I love that about him, she said. That's what I found so attractive about him. But when I'm upset, holy cow, I have to jump up and down to get any kind of reaction out of him. Like, are you even listening? Same person, same quality, just different lenses. We find what we're focused on. I think I was thinking about this the other day when I was, looking at Facebook, and I think as a society become incredibly skilled at noticing the differences and just terrible at looking for the love. It's not us, it's not them, it's all of us. We're all culpable. I admit it. I read a Facebook post from someone with a different political view, and I immediately noticed the inconsistencies and faulty logic. I'll be honest, it's my immediate reaction. What the heck? Does everyone do this? Well, judging from Facebook, yes, everyone does. Fortunately, I usually have enough impulse control to refrain from that kind of comment because I know that it is just not helpful. It would be way more helpful if we looked for similarities and the shared goals and then work backwards from there. And I think the same holds true inside our homes too. I would imagine you and your partner each want the same thing, to feel loved and supported. But it's this crazy vicious cycle, right? When you are feeling safe, loved, and supported, it's easy to see the love. You notice your partner's wonderful qualities and how they're making your life better. So then you're showing more love, your partner feels more loved, and so on, so on. It's this wonderful positive snowball effect. But when you're feeling criticized and unloved and unsupported, things snowball the other way. All you see is the lack. Everything your partner's not doing. Every time your partner doesn't take out the trash or doesn't greet you when you come home. Every time your partner picks up their phone instead of talking to you. You feel more unloved and unsupported. Maybe that makes you more critical, making your partner feel less loved and less supported. Inadvertently, you and your partner are reinforcing exactly the behaviors that you don't want. I'll use the phone as an example because it's an issue in so many relationships. He or she is on their phone, you complain, they're tired of hearing you complain, so they zone out on their phones. See how that works? We get out of that vicious cycle by looking for the love in our homes and out in the world. I had a client years ago complain to me that her husband wasn't very loving. He rarely said, I love you, and they rarely spent any real time together. As we spoke, a couple of interesting things came out. She mentioned something about her husband making coffee, and I remembered that he didn't drink coffee. She said, oh, yeah, he makes it before he leaves for work so I can have it when I get up. We looked at each other. That's him saying I love you. I asked her when she felt the closest to him, and she thought for a minute and said, well, I guess when we're working on a project like this past weekend when we rearranged our living room. That's the real time you're spending together. You have to look for the love and see it where it is. Her husband's never going to be the romantic dinner kind of a guy, but she can look for the love and find it exactly where it is. So that's it. That's the take home message to it today. I challenge you this week to look for the love and drop a comment. Tell me where you find it. Thanks a lot. I will see you next week for another Live at 5.